Hi friends, welcome to Abhiyanvi Tutorials. Today I am going to uh, tell about the Chapter 1 test process in ISTQB exam. So Chapter 1 test process is having so many sections, so it is a lot of confusion what activity goes into what session. So I put all topics in one slide. All what are all stages in the test process I accumulated and I combined and I put in one slide so that it is useful to you. So that there is no confusion among the all activities. Which activity goes to which stage. So let's see what are all activities in the test process. So first test planning if you take, then it contains scope and risk, approach, test approach, scheduling, time and scheduling, metrics, what metrics you have to carry out in the entire test process, and the exit and entry criteria, and automation decision means what automation we have to use, whether we use Python scripts or C hash or what tools we'll use for automation and all will decide in planning. Then next is test monitoring and control. It is used to measure the progress of the project. So we'll measure the project progress. That means how many test cases are covered compared to all test cases, how much coverage of code is achieved. To measure those quantities, we'll use the some formulae and we'll calculate the test progress of the projects. So that is test monitoring and control. In test analysis, we'll do the analysis for testability of the test basis. Test basis is nothing but specifications like requirement specifications, user stories, use cases. All those things are called test basis. So we analyze the test basis for testability in the test analysis, and also we'll see any gaps in the specifications, means any uncertainties, any ununderstanding, not understanding things, and any anomalies, sorry, not anomalies, uh, any gaps like any ununderstanding things, uh, any unclear things are all covered in the test analysis. And also we'll prioritize the test conditions in the test analysis. So what test conditions, we first will list all test conditions, then we'll use what are the test conditions to be used in the entire test. So we'll decide the test condition which is required, which is not required. So prioritizing test conditions comes in the test analysis. Next is test design. Test design, you remember that test cases keyword lies in the test design. We'll design the test cases here. So we write the test cases in the test design, and identifying the test data. So we'll see all entire Google or net or anything, or we'll all identify test data. Where is the test data? We'll see and we'll accumulate the test data. And designing test environment, like any simulators or any infrastructure is required. So we'll decide on that in test design. And test bases to test cases bi-directional traceability we'll see. So whether all requirements are having test cases or all test cases are having all requirements. So bi-directional, test case to requirement and requirement to test case. So both directions will be the test, traceability in the test design. Next comes test implementation. Here we'll prioritize the test procedures, and you remember that test scripts keyword comes in the test implementation. So we'll write the test scripts in the test implementation. Test suits. So test suits also one keyword we have to remember for test implementation. So if you get test scripts or test suits, then it is test implementation. And we'll building the environment. So if you compare test design and test implementation, identifying word will come in the test design, and in test implementation actual work is done. In test design only we'll design, identify or evolve the things like test data, test environment and all. But in test implementation we'll actually implement the things like preparing test data. In test design we'll identify the test data, but in test implementation we'll prepare, actual work is done in the test implementation, preparing the test data. And in test design we'll identify the test environment, design the test environment. Here in test implementation we build the test environment. Okay, So next comes test execution. Test execution will record the values like what is the test ID run, what is the test version, what is the script version we have run. All those recordings like ID will record and pass fail will record, and analyzing anomalies. If something is failed, why it is failed, so that we will analyze, and reporting defects. So test execution mainly main task intention is to report the defects. Whatever the defects are there, we'll report them, and we'll see the test logs. Whatever the test logs are there, those are all will accumulate. And repeating tests in case of conformity testing or regression testing, we'll repeat the test, right? So that comes under test execution. Finally, we'll come to the test completion. In test completion, we'll see that there are no defect reports are pending. Whatever defect we have reported in the test execution previous section, here we'll see that all defect reports are closed. And anything is there, we'll again raise the change request for the open defects. And test summary report, we'll write the test summary report in the test completion. And archiving any test cases, test where, test harness, everything will archive so that it is useful for future batches, future teams, or stakeholders or somebody. So archiving comes in the test completion. Handing over the testware to stakeholders and maintenance team. So we'll hand over the whatever we used, all equipment, all tools, scripts, everything will hand over to the maintenance team or stakeholders upon their request. And finally comes the lessons learned. So at the end of the test process, finally we'll do the lessons learned. So what went wrong and what went right. So we tabulate all, list all points, and we'll do the self-assessment to improve the process, and to mature the process. To mature the process, we'll take some actions based on the discussions. That is called lessons learned. So guys, hope you understood. I tabulated all activities in the one slide so that there will be no confusion. You can understand each stage clearly and answer the questions in the Chapter 1 ISTQB exam. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.